Good evening, everybody. Here you are with VipertechGaming in our first round, first matchup, or at least commentated matchup. First matchup in the bottom left-hand corner, Blue Terran is Atros.
And in the upper right-hand corner, we have the orange Protoss, ElusiveSmoke.
Elusively smoking. All right, as you see here, we got, sorry for the delay, everybody. We had a little issue with the brackets. People don't show up, but we got it all taken care of, and let's see what these guys got in store for us. Pretty close matchup so far in the game. We've chosen the map. Where's the map? What's this map there, bud? He's got it. I don't got it.
I'm struggling to remember it. This is King. Is this
the King?
Foxtrot? Foxtrot.
This is Foxtrot.
I think.
That's awesome. That's
we'll
awesome.
Go with it.
All right, I don't see it. Now, this is an open league match, so it could be anything against anyone. So hopefully it'll give us a good, entertaining run for their money. Now, we did open up this match to be a $5 win. Not a lot, but it's something, along with the bragging rights. Where are you going? We got the standard build here from the Terran, trying to block off the entrance with a, he's building his depot and barracks here.
We got the scout.
Elusive is going to do his best to get his probe locked in there. Is he going to scout the rest of the base? No, but he's making a handy getaway. You're coming in?
Yeah, I was making sure that the stream was actually showing the screen. So that we weren't on a blank screen. Fairly standard play. We got double gas for the Protoss, and the Cybernetics core is just now going down. Single gas play from the Terran with a 2 racks opening.
He's finally got his opening there blocked off, going for a standard gateway build. Taking a lot of probes off of his entrance. What do you think there, ViperTech?
I see nothing particularly uncommon. I mean, he's got the scout probe, possibly a proxy. Yep, he's got a proxy going down here, as you can see in the production tab. And this other one was just a counter to the scout. Still no. Oh, never mind. Spoke too soon. Warp gate is just now on the way, and probes are solidly being researched. Now, what kind of surprised me is how not only did he go double gas, but he put full That's 3 early. Probes on each geyser.
That takes a lot away from gaining the minerals. But as you can see, Atros here has got his Reaper up, harassing.
Now, the mothership core is on the way, so it will be out fairly soon. And what I was kind of expecting from the double gas is he did a proxy Stargate over here with this pylon. This Reaper is still kind of going around. He's got 2 kills now, but the core is out, and this Reaper is trapped. He did manage to pull off 1 more probe.
Yeah, that...
However, there is absolutely no defense here currently, so if an Oracle were to be pushed out with this Stargate, I think you could easily balance that back off.
He did finally get a Marine up there. He's got a couple more on the way. What is that, a tech lab there going down with his barracks?
Yeah, that's tech lab, and he's got a factory, so he could be doing Widow Mines. He could be going for a starport.
Oh, a Terran without a Widow Mine, that would be
starport.
A tragedy. Those Widow Mines, being a Protoss myself, those Widow Mines are, they're torture. They're torture.
Yeah, they can be hard to out micro sometimes, especially if you don't have high graphics on, because when you have high graphics on, I noticed you can see the top of them sticking up, but if you have low graphics, you can't see that. So,
what did you notice what he was building in the Stargate over there, in his proxy Stargate?
Probably an Oracle. Production tab is Oracle just coming out. And he's actually got a second one on the way as well. There's still no turret back here, and he's only got 4 Marines. And even by the time they get back here, I mean, it could be easily too late. So let's see how much damage he does with the Oracle. And hey, C. Sanford in the Twitch chat, we are reading your chat. So if you guys have any questions, then feel free to ask them. These 4 Marines easily going to get picked off, and, well, the Marauder's just kind of a waste just sitting there. But
it amazes me how the Oracle has so much power going in on these. They took out, what did he take out? 4 different SCVs and 4 Marines in one lifespan. He has plenty of life left.
Actually, more than that, he's got 12 kills total.
12 kills.
And now he did run out of
Oracle.
energy. However, this new Oracle is just going to keep it going with 3 kills now, 4, 5.
That was a great idea to alternate those two. That worked out real well for him, really limiting the supply on Atros.
See, he has now brought it way farther up than that initial Reaper. And these Stalkers here, this may just bring it to a GG for Atros.
Now, is he going to get that Widow Mine down?
Nope.
Oh, he did it! He
didn't.
did not make it. The Stalker got the early damage on the Widow Mine. That's really going to hurt Atros.
And Atros doesn't have near enough resources to really reproduce any of this stuff. I mean, yep, and there it
There
goes.
we go, the GG. Keep in mind, it's best 2 out of 3, so let's get ready for the next matchup in this round.
Alright, guys, we have just gotten into the second game in a best 2 out of 3. We are currently playing Catalina LE. In the upper right-hand corner, kind of towards the top, we have the blue Terran, Atros.
And in the left-hand, lower kind of left-hand area, we have the, is that orange? Orange
Yes.
Protoss, my favorite, Elusive, and he's out now, apparently, according to his brackets there. I'm not sure if that's his clan name or what. But we got early scout on Elusive's behalf, going over to see what's going to happen on the Terran side. Terran, notice he's not putting his depot at his entrance. What do you make of that, Viper?
Well, against a Protoss player, usually it is mid-level, or not mid-level, but mid-timing play. So I doubt he has to worry about any rushes, which is probably why he didn't wall off.
Now, being a Protoss, it's kind of hard to rush Zealots before the Terran can get his Marines out. I notice Protoss didn't go right off for his Vespene as quickly as he did the last game. Probably a good idea.
Yeah, he's well. I mean, it worked out for him last time. He won.
Oh, that's right.
But I mean, I imagine he probably wanted to switch it up, though.
Maybe he's changing his technique based on what he did the last time. Maybe trying to switch it up a little bit.
Right. Now, Garbo in the chat has said who is up in the series.
The TGH, whatever, however you spell it. I think he meant in the series.
And I'm not sure how to answer that question. Atros and ElusiveSmoke, of course, right now are playing.
I wonder if he might be referring to the other games that we have going on right now in this round.
Yeah, as far as those ones, they're still occurring. Oh, Atro versus. Oh, yeah, no, never mind. I mean, those ones are still occurring, so score is not currently updated on those. But
as much as we've tried, we have not been able to clone ourselves to cover all the matchups in a single round. Yeah. But we're working on that.
It is technology in development. Maybe we should chrono boost it next time.
It could be. It could be. Does he have a double Vespene? Looks like Elusive is not going for a double Vespene this matchup.
Neither player is actually. Which is not particularly uncommon. I was actually a little bit surprised when they did do double Vespene for the Protoss, but I realized what he was doing when he got that proxy pylon.
Notice he's not even starting with Zealots. It's a common choice of newer players to build up with their Zealots.
Okay, I understand what he's asking now. I apologize, it's match 2. It's a best out 2 out of 3 for these guys. It's match 2.
Good.
So I said game 2. I see what he was confusing for. Now it's
Gotcha.
match 2, not game 2.
Yes, get it straight there, ViperTech.
Yeah, it's all my fault.
I know, I didn't know what it was. All right, upgrading the Warp Gate for his Stargates. I wonder if he'll go for the early... Oh,
Warp
not
Gate
Star...
for his
Warp
gateways.
Gates for his gateways, yeah, it's not Stargates.
That would be OP. Warp in Void Rays.
I would, as a Protoss player, I would welcome that. I would welcome that.
Until you're going against another Protoss who knows how to do it better than you.
That's true. And now this game, this map, isn't a 1v1, is it? It looks like a...
It can be... It's a 1v1 ladder map, yeah. It can be used for 2v2, but it is a 1v1 ladder map.
What do we have there? Is that
a probe?
Just
he's probably going to do a proxy.
Like he's hiding over there or something.
He's probably trying to wait for a proxy. I'm guessing probably behind the mineral line. I mean, this map is pretty good for that because you got a lot of corners and there's a lot of room behind the mineral line. So it would be easy enough to just sneak a little pylon over here.
Did Elusive go for an early expansion over there at this Protoss?
Actually, yeah, he did.
That's unusual.
I mean, that's not too early because it is almost 6 minutes into the game.
Well, to beat the Terran at an expansion?
It's more that he's not doing it particularly early. He doesn't look like he's going to be doing more early pressure. ElusiveSmoke does appear to be a fairly aggressive player.
Yeah, he doesn't want to take any chances, I don't think. But look what Atros is doing right off the bat. He's building up those Marines. I think he's kind of getting ready for that Oracle to come in. Now, is he going to try to take an elusive approach? Get it? No. All right. Well, tough crowd here today.
Just give it up.
Now, is he luring his Marines out? Where did that Oracle
no, he's
go?
not luring. I mean, I think he was just trying to use it as a scout.
Perhaps.
Now, there's 2 factories on the way, not a starport, so we could be seeing siege tanks. I mean, there's no armory, so it couldn't be Thor's.
Well, he did have a siege tank in the last game.
There is a siege tank right here, and is he going to put a tech lab down on here, or is he going to do a reactor?
Now, I know he had an Oracle. Where did it go?
We never had an Oracle.
I think it was following the Stalker.
He doesn't even have a starport, I don't believe. Yeah, no, he doesn't even have a starport.
You're right. Oh, it was the mothership core that I was looking at.
Probably. I don't know if anyone else has ever noticed this, but I have to point it out because I pointed it out last time, every game. But the disruptor in Legacy of the Void has the center of the mothership core, like the exact pattern. And I noticed that, and I just had to say it.
Legacy of the Void. What, pray tell, might that be?
The next installment in the StarCraft 2 series.
I'm very excited to hear what their new unit is for Protoss.
I really hope it's their second unit that they're going to add is a core unit, though.
And not a harass unit?
Not a harass unit, not a spellcaster unit, not a tank AoE expensive unit, but a core unit, a new gateway unit.
They say the purpose of the LHV is to make sure that the players, how did they word it? That you can't just mass a particular group, that it's more micro-based.
But Protoss is kind of deathball oriented right now. Because, if you have Stalkers, and that's why people complain about it so much, is because that's what Protoss players are kind of forced to do. So, and ElusiveSmoke is actually right. There is still absolutely 0 expansions out for Atros. He is completely mining on one base.
And you see he's asking him. It's almost like he's trying to get him to play differently.
Yeah.
It's like, does he realize this is an actual tournament? I'm not sure. Elusive.
I'm sure he has his reasoning. And we have Storm on the way, which would rip through the bio. Mm-hmm. Right now the supply difference isn't huge, but when a Protoss has more supply than a Terran, that's bad.
I'm thinking Elusive is really trying to actually bide the game. He's hanging out for some reason. Thus the early expo. Well, like you said, not that early, but early enough.
Neither player has a lot of army supply right now, but it looks like 1-1 upgrades are going to be starting soon because probably for upgrades.
Probably.
And then that's just
does he really think he's going to need that?
He is no observer here. He has no idea what he's got.
Now, technically, he truly didn't scout the entire Terran base either.
No, he did not. But this is going to see a decent amount.
No, that's just an hallucination.
Now
right?
he actually pretty much has seen the entire base now.
He does.
The only 2 things he doesn't see is the siege tanks here, which is really not important.
But he saw the factories going up anyway.
Right.
So.
And he saw the armory right as it finished. So he could be using this to get Thors, or he could just be using it for upgrades.
Still no attempt at an expo for a Terran player, Atros.
That's a little weird. I imagine he's probably going to try to use these Hellions to get the mineral line.
I don't fault him. This is an open league, so it could be any type of player. I applaud him for giving it to going for it and everything. Other players actually had dropped out when they saw some of the more advanced players playing.
Oof! But those Hellions got.
Yeah, he didn't micro them really at all. But being a Protoss player, I probably wouldn't have microed my Terran very well either.
But what league
he's building up his Marine army. Does he have? There we go.
Medivacs.
Yeah, Marines are no good without that.
I'm thinking a drop would probably be the best idea because he's very wide open in the mineral line here.
Completely, he has no defense. The mothership core might not have an opportunity to come back to save him if he gets back there. But
he is putting a cannon here, which is probably a good choice. Was he going to start putting cannons back here? Or?
Cannons, you don't see a use of them as very often these days. Observers tend to do the job.
Well, they block drops really well, though.
That's true.
Because,
That's a good point.
heck, especially if you're one to have a habit to press the F2 key, they can be really useful for still having a defense back at your base when you press F2 or things like that.
I really wish, and I know I said this a couple of times, that Atros would make that effort for his
Another
extra
expansion.
Expansion, yes.
Now, Elusive is going to be moving out with a pretty large size army. His High Templar is very far behind, though. If he doesn't micro that, then it may not become that much of a use. Now, the siege tank placement is quite good, but if he doesn't have his Marine Marauder ball blocking it, it's not going to do a whole lot.
Oh, he comes out with the Thor pretty early in a very strong unit with no Immortals to go against it.
Now, the Archons are going to be able to absorb quite a bit of this damage from the siege tanks, so we'll see how well those fare in the battle. It all depends on the positioning. It does look like Atros is going to be moving out with a drop. It just depends on the timing. I don't believe his drop will be spotted at all until it reaches here based on the path he's going.
If he goes direct in for the attack, he's going to be making a big mistake.
Don't. He needs to pull that back before it is going to get...
Yeah, the Thor, fortunately, is fairly slow. He should make it out of its range.
Yeah, he should be fine. Now, this drop pretty much looks uncontested right now.
But he did... Elusive probably
he did spot it, actually.
Spotted that,
and he tried to... He feedbacked the Medivac. That was very nice. But these Stalkers are going to be able to be beaten. The drop could have been... The drop was well placed, but ElusiveSmoke response was very good as well.
And he's focusing on those pylons. It might have been a good idea to go after his main base. But oh my goodness!
But it did force a mass recall, which is really nice for him. I'm not really sure why ElusiveSmoke actually recalled that. Probably because the upgrades were about to finish. He didn't want to cancel those out.
And if he had gotten both pylons, that would be the end of that.
But that buys... I think Atros would have made a good decision in taking advantage of that and expanding.
Oh my goodness! I just noticed that both of their mineral count is extremely high.
Yeah, the only difference is the Vespene count for Smoke. I mean, his Vespene count is massive right now. And he's going to actually mine his base out if he doesn't expand soon.
Oh, look at that. He's only got a couple left.
And look at the supply difference, 72 to 137.
Well, you got to know based on that last game that Elusive is just biding his time.
I mean, Protoss are usually better in the late game, so it's not a particular surprise. But with this charge, I mean, he's got the Archons mixed with the charge lots to absorb tons of damage, and the charge lots can get up close to the Thors. He is finally going to claim a natural early expo.
I think he's messing with him.
Do I sense sarcasm?
I don't think so.
But I mean, ElusiveSmoke would probably make a good decision in attacking now before that secondary is secured, because there is a slight, albeit slight, chance for Atros to be able to catch up in economy if he lets him secure those expansions.
And the other thing is Atros is really letting Elusive get away with lots of upgrades.
And lots of expansions.
Lots of expansions, and then, of course, lots of players and supply. But he's not giving up. He's sticking in there.
I mean, his army is starting to get pretty strong, really, I guess. I mean, he's got 2 Thors out with 1/1 upgrades at least, and I believe he has a second upgrade. Yeah, he's got a second upgrade on the way. And he's got a decent amount of Medivacs. It just depends. Do we still have High Templars? Yeah, we still have High Templars mixed in. It depends on the use of the storms.
It would have been a good idea for him to perhaps load those Medivacs with a couple of the tanks.
That's going to be wide open.
Sticking behind. Now, yeah, he's going for
I think he just F2'd it.
A drop.
I think he knows about his
Take a look at that drop in the back of Atros' base. They're going to have it going on 2 fronts here. Oh, that's not going to be good for the supply of Atros.
And that's not going to do a whole lot to defend against it.
He's got the speed upgrade on his Zealots.
These Medivacs are
out of line. Well, he's very fortunate that the cannon did not focus in on his Medivacs. That would have been real bad.
Oh, and he almost got a ton of probes, but a lot of them actually escaped with very little health. Now, a great surround by the Tarzats. I have a feeling this whole army is just
He's going to be
evaporate.
devastated. Yeah. See, he has no. His medevacs are back, but he could have taken them and drawn him out, but that didn't quite work out that way.
Yeah, and with this in the main base, I'm not sure. I mean, 31 to almost maxed out supply. I'm really not sure how he's supposed to pull back from that. And what are the upgrades?
I noticed he's still got a Zealot going in there against his SCVs. I'm not even sure he realizes they're there. Oh, the Thor does. Here he comes.
And the upgrades are actually at 3-3 right now for the Protoss player.
Did you notice that Zealot took 2 hits from a Thor to be able to take him down?
Yeah.
He's, and of course, he's probably not going to bother lifting that main base. I'm not even sure why the Zealots backed off on that.
I mean, he's
another drop
and a storm drop. Ouch!
That's just adding insult to injury there, taking out those guys. He's still got his tank fighting along there, but now we can see up the hill.
Well, it's got great
with
splash
his
damage, but
core.
it's not going to last. I don't think these siege tanks killed a single Zealot.
Not sure why he caused the slowdown shield to go around the tank.
Well, it slows the. Actually, no, it doesn't. Never mind. I don't know.
Oh, that's an early GG by ElusiveSmoke.
But it looks like it's actually called for.
Perhaps. There we go. Good job. GG by both players. That finishes this matchup for this round. We'll be going into round 2 in a little bit. And there it is, the victory. Thanks for joining in. We'll get to the next round shortly.
Alright, guys, we are on match 1 of game 1 of round 2. We are currently on Deadwing LE. In the upper right-hand corner, we have the pink Protoss, Soul.
And on the lower right-hand corner, we have the orange Protoss, Elusive. Both of these guys are winners from the last round, obviously. Best 2 out of 3. I love to see a PvP. See what I did there? All right. Now, we weren't fortunate enough to see Soul's play in the previous round, but we did have the privilege of watching Elusive's abilities in the last round, which was quite interesting. He took a slow way, but he gave the other guy a chance, actually, which was kind of neat. But,
Actually, I thought his build was quite impressive. I mean, he did what most Protoss should have exactly done. His upgrades were done. He had 3-3 upgrades. He had 200 supply when he attacked. He had the perfect combination build against Atros because there was the Bio Ball and the Siege Tanks. And, of course, as the Protoss, he had the Archons to mask the damage and then the Zealots.
Now, say that again without taking a breath. That would be fun to see.
I didn't take a breath.
Yes. Now, you didn't take a breath?
Nah.
Now, in the last game, though, however, you're right. He did all of that with the exception of doing it too slowly. He built up 2,000 minerals. That's not generally a good route to go, but it worked out for him.
Well, if you think about it, I mean, what else would he have used to going? He had 200 supply and 3-3 upgrades.
That's true.
And he did have 4 expansions.
This is true. Yeah, by the end of the game, he did have 4 expansions.
Yeah, and I think that's why he had so much extra.
Mm-hmm. He really pulled out all the stops. I wonder if he's going to do the same
thing. The puns
thing.
are real, Goza. The puns are real.
Oh, these are remarks from our Twitch feed, by the way.
Well, I think they'd know that because they're watching it, so they'd see the Twitch
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm a little tired here, and it's only, 10 after 9 here in Eastern Standard Time. I want to see Elusive do his... Oh, my goodness. I want to see that. Go back to Elusive... Well, I'm sorry. Soul's pink... Wait a minute. Where'd it go?
What are you talking about?
It had a little guy's face on it.
What?
No, go to the Nexus of Elusive. Right there.
Oh.
He's playing. That was not there in the last matchup, last round.
Was it? And we just didn't
I
notice?
would have noticed that. Of course, it probably
Where
was.
did he fit the time to add an emblem?
I don't know, but that's pretty awesome. I wonder if that's him. It's kind of scary. But if you could put your own face on your Nexus. It's very brave, though. Very brave. I wouldn't want to put my face on the Nexus. Of course, it might scare the other guys away.
What makes you think that's his face?
I don't know. It's his face.
You racist?
What is that icon?
It's a soul eater?
Oh,
I don't know.
Oh my! It's Goth Soul Eater, I think.
It's Goth Soul Eater.
Anyway, back to the game. Is that a expansion? That's not an expansion.
I know what it is. It's an internal proxy.
Oh no! Does the other guy
otherwise known as Cheese.
Cheese. We love cheese. As I love P versus P.
Can anyone guess why Twitch chat?
Why
We'll see if you answer when you finally get to this delayed moment. Oof, this early pressure though. He doesn't have near enough energy to deal any prismatic photon overcharge.
No, he doesn't have the power for it, but
that probe push though.
He's trying to get around on the stalker, but he's quite elusive. But he was very successful at pulling the probes off the mineral line.
And he was also very good at not getting contained. Mm-hmm. But those
he's
proxies,
going for
though,
his. Oh man!
And the warp gate is finished too.
Well, I'm just glad to see he didn't do a cannon rush.
Oof. Well, we have an
don't
immortal.
do that. Do
no,
not
that was
pull
actually
these
his choice.
guys off.
That was, but with the immortal,
that's killing me as a Protoss player.
He needs to do that.
That's killing me. Not at this point.
Yeah, he does.
He needs to energize his Nexus.
He doesn't have enough energy for it yet, and it just went over. Wait, no, it didn't. It's 100, not 50.
Oh, and Soul had enough time to send his mothership all the way over.
Oof.
Oh.
And the shields are and the shields are gone on the...
Does his...
He's gonna... 3, 2, 1, he needs to do it!
Now! There it is. Okay, that may have just saved his life. He's gonna lose that mothership.
Man, but he's still...
he almost took it. Fortunately, the Nexus in this, or Nexi, can actually hit air.
Well, I'm happy that they reverted that change. They did actually say that they are going to remove what they said and continue to allow the photon overcharge to hit air in Legacy of the Void.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. If, in case you're not sure what he's talking about, it was Legacy of the Void.
Yeah, they said they were going to switch it to only hit ground, and I did not like that.
Now, if this probe can just run around long enough, come on. Oh, there it goes.
Ouch,
Soul has
that
the victory.
cheese, though. All right, well, we will get into round 2, or match 2, shortly.
Go.
All right, guys, we are on round 2, match 2, game 1 of round 2, match 2. There we go. All right. That is hard to keep track of. All right, in the bottom left corner on Foxtrot Labs LE, we have the pink Protoss Soul.
Woohoo. And in the upper right-hand corner, we've got orange Protoss ElusiveSmoke. Oh, sorry. No.
Remember, it's just to continue. It's ElusiveSmoke.
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 Oh.
Of the clan, out now.
Must be a problem with my diction.
Don't say that too slow.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that wouldn't be good. Okay, well, we've now seen these players play once in the previous match, and the Soul took it, right?
Yes. Yeah, Soul took it doing cheese.
Yeah, that proxy
that was dirty.
was mean. Do you think Elusive's going to fall for it again?
I doubt it, and I doubt Soul will even try the same thing because he's seen how Elusive has kind of mixed up his stuff.
Well, the micro I thought was pretty decent on both of their behalves.
Yeah.
It's just the timing and that proxy kind of kicked Elusive out of the game. Let's put it that way. Now we've got I thought was going to be an early. Oh, he's just not sure where his opponent is. Scoping early.
No, I don't think that was it because he knows it's cross spawns. This map is cross spawns all the time.
Oh well, he did an interesting.
I don't. Well, maybe he didn't know that. I don't know.
Yeah, I would doubt that he did if he was going to put the
what is it?
probe all the way over there.
I'm pretty sure it's first cross spawns.
Finally, he's got the. Man, I can't think. Oh, scout, good scout. He sees
and
he's doing a
wait a minute. That's Soul.
Oh.
ElusiveSmoke is doing it to him. Wait, does he have a no?
Did he even build a forge up there yet?
I don't think. Yeah, he did.
Oh goodness.
And it's spotted, but still.
Oh,
but his probe did get caught.
Yeah, but that might be enough. I don't know if they take their probes off
that's
of the
gonna
pylon.
Kill it. He needs to cancel it. He needs to get
I kind of wanted to see that work. That would have been
I actually
awesome.
really wanted to see that work because that'd be hilarious if it was a tie with cheese.
Yeah, but it really hurt Elusive because his build order, he took.
Well, he's got another probe here.
He took his tension completely off his main base. Take a look at what he's.
So you
got
mean it
up
hurts
there.
Soul? Because this is Soul's base.
No, I'm talking about Elusive. Look up at Elusive's base.
Oh, okay. Oh, wait, no, I see what you're saying.
So, but he's got a good vision.
So I guess he did make the right choice, I think, though, and give up on it instead. But there is a hidden probe here for Soul, which means he could counter by doing the very same thing that he did last game.
Yep, that proxy pylon is coming. He's going to get
and
it again.
And I am fairly certain that he does not see this.
Let's take a gander. Oh, he doesn't. Well, he's got lots of room there because Elusive didn't scope out any of his
and he's
base.
even putting the cannon on the front. If that does turn into a proxy, he is going to get destroyed. He needs to scout it.
Yes, will he though?
No, it still hasn't turned into anything.
Now he did great in scouting the Soul's main base. He just didn't on his own main base.
Oh, he did see it. Good.
But he did.
Yeah, he saw
okay.
it. Oh, yeah,
now Soul could have really taken advantage of that, but he didn't.
It looks like he lost his opportunity to, though.
Oh,
or not.
But he's going to.
He's like, nope, I'm doing it anyways.
And Elusive doesn't have a single unit to counteract it.
And he is going straight across the map. He's got Stalker, Zealot, Stalker, Mothership Core.
He's going to pull the same thing he did before, but he didn't know about that.
And he's going to succeed because he's got another pylon, and this one finished. Oh, man.
He still hasn't even gotten the probe.
And his warp gate is done. Oh, no.
Oh, poor Soul, ElusiveSmoke. He's definitely...
I think it may just end with a 2-0.
Is he getting it? Oh, and here...
Oh, come on, come on.
Come on, let's see him take...
No.
Oh, it's not enough.
Well, he cancels out the other one, though.
At least he got that going. Does he have a Zealot
He needs to attack with the probes while there's this... Oh, too late. Oh, that idle time, though.
Does he have a Mothership Core out yet?
He has one building. Production.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think that's going to make it in time,
And he needs to stay around those cannons and buy more time. Because the Mothership Core's out, but...
And at least he's got a base that he can bring his guys to that have cannon protection. It's not going to do it for the full game, but it will help for now. Is he going to lose the Mothership Core?
Oh, no.
He just might.
He is.
He is. Oh, so close, so close.
I think that's GG.
Oh, he's getting cocky there. LOOL. That's not just an LOL.
Nope. All right, guys, we are in the next round of the semifinals. Well, actually, the first round of the semifinals.
That's correct.
With RoboTaz something versus Future, which is listed as Midnight on the bracket. All right, we are on Overgrowth LE, and in the lower left corner have the blue Zerg, RoboTaz something. TazRise, there we go.
I love how it doesn't fill the rest of the name.
Oh, I know, it's so annoying.
All right, in the upper right-hand corner, we have, I'll call it gray with my lack of color abilities. We have the pink Zerg Future.
AKA Midnight.
AKA Midnight. That makes it really tough when organizing these when they have different names like that, but, you know.
All right, in the future, we're just going to call this guy... in the future? We're just going to call this guy Midnight. I'm just going to call this guy Midnight.
All right. This is our first time as casters seeing these two players play together against each other in a ZVZ. They on first appearances looked like that. Oh, I love that skin. I do. I really do like that skin. I'm a Protoss player by my own, well, whatever, by my choice. Whose choice would it be?
I was forced into playing the Protoss race. It sucks. Slavery.
But anyway, I'm always, and I forgot what I was going to say, but hey, we'll just let that go.
Someone has ADD or ADSD
yes,
or whatever.
ADSD or whatever that is. Or we got spawn pool going on. Wonder if he's going to go for
15 pool. Yeah.
15 pool. Yeah, no, not so much. We are going for early. Oh,
well, someone early.
Someone is, and they're not using their drones to do the. Isn't that what they do in the old Starcraft?
What?
That blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Kinda.
That's why Husky does it.
That's right.
I can't do it.
Yeah, not really.
I
can't either, so you're good. All right. So the other guy finished his spawn pool down on the back side and has his. Oh, they both do. Man, it's like a mirror.
Yeah, pretty. It's fairly close. His spawning pool was later and his expansion was later.
They chose the exact same path. Are they watching each other? Maybe they're watching each other. Do you know why they would be?
Because I'm Batman.
That was my line. I'm the corny one. All right.
That looks like the... Maybe it's supposed to, but that's pretty much exactly what the Horde symbol looks like in World of Warcraft. I mean, maybe I'm just behind, and that's exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Where are we looking?
The little logo here.
Oh.
Around the... Like, if you see this way, right here, this pink one.
It really looks like the Protoss's weapon they carry on the back. Artanis. He has that weapon on his back. That's what it looks like.
Or Halo, the energy seal or energy sword.
Yeah, no, not so much.
No, it looks even more like that.
This isn't Halo. This isn't Halo.
Well, I was wondering about the World of Warcraft.
All right. Well, out of curiosity, let's see if they're doing the same thing with the Queen on for Robo.
I wouldn't be surprised if they did. Oh, nope.
Well, where's the Queen?
No, it's still building.
Is it?
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Oh no, there it is. And look, they're doing the exact same thing, but Robo is a tad behind Future.
Well, remember they have kind of like a mirrored build because his spawning pool was later, but his expansion pool was later.
And Future is sending up. Oh, he's got some Zerglings coming in, but they are going to fail miserably.
I don't think they're trying
to attack. But he's got a Queen at each. No,
they're not
of
trying
course
to
not.
attack. They're trying to
no,
scout.
they're just scouting.
And he did, and he succeeded. So.
He saw everything.
So I saw no fail miserably.
So he's going to know that he's playing an identical match, so he should be ready for the Zerglings.
So, yep, there goes the Spine Crawler. And a Roach Warren.
Ooh.
And 3 Queens right here.
So that tells us basically what Future is going to do in the future, right?
Just no.
Oh, I love it. So we got the Vespene gas going down for only one. Oh, no. Future is almost full with his Vespene. And
yeah, he's saturated it on his second base entirely. It's not his first.
But,
Run away, Overlord! Can he make it?
He'll make it, especially with the other Queen there.
Will he?
Nope.
Nope.
No, he did not.
No!
So what attacked him? I didn't see
the 2 queens. And the Overlord there was just like, my brethren.
Okay.
Like the Starcrafts, how they have the little cup of tea, or they're reading a book.
No, he did say Starcrafts.
Yeah,
those
and
cartoons.
the animations.
Now,
those are
could
good.
this be considered a plug for them in that? But I don't care.
A plug?
Yeah, a plug. It's when you advertise another person or person.
It's Carbot Animations. Go look it up. They're cool.
It's pretty cool. I love those things.
Sponsor.
Maybe in the future. All right, he just... Future was checking out to see how many expansions he had, and he only has the 2, just like Future.
And they both did the wall, too.
Did they really?
Yeah, well, Future did it way more in the future, huh? Because,
oh, my gosh.
Because the Zerglings, I imagine, he was expecting a counterattack. These Queens are doing really well at countering these Zerglings, though.
They were beaten up on those Zerglings pretty badly. They went running away. Now, let's see if we can find the differences in the 2. Let's see. We've got same builds there. How many? No, they're doing different upgrades and
his lair
tech.
tech is behind. Actually, it's the same tech, but his lair tech's behind.
And look at he's got 4 drones, not probe.
Let's take a look at the upgrades and see.
Drones.
No, well, there's no metabolic boost for
Robo. Jinx.
I just knocked on wood, everyone.
Oh. All right.
They have actually got very similar. No ground carapace.
Now keep in mind, this is our first round, our first semifinal round between Robo and Future. We have one other set of matchups going on at the same time, or will be going on at the same time. Wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense. Will be. It's a paradox. That's okay. We know what we're talking about.
Will be going on at the same time. That's not confusing.
Okay, well, he got his overseer in there to see if there was anything invisible. Wait a minute.
What?
Do the Zerg have anything invisible?
Well, no, but they burrow.
They burrow. That's right, but they're not going to burrow in their own base.
That would be scary. A Zerg Dark Templar.
Don't say that.
Legacy of the Void.
They'll probably do that.
Well, Protoss is too strong, so let's give Zerg this.
Yeah, well, I don't know. They seem to be really, what's the word? Not pushing the Protoss in LOTV, which I'm finding disappointing. But, I mean, it's not over yet.
Yeah, I mean, especially since they announced they were working on a new harassed unit, which I don't want a harassed unit. I want a core unit, but whatever. But, I mean, I was glad because I was like, seriously, it's the Protoss expansion, and the Protoss are the only race that only get one new unit. Are you kidding me? But they updated that. So
If you haven't already, I strongly recommend you guys go after and check out the LOTV mod that's out there.
LOTV Custom is what it's called. It's in the arcade in Starcraft.
We've had our hand at that, and even though it's really cool, I'm looking forward to the changes they have Protoss. They've kind of like waiting. I think they're waiting to really push those into the public.
I'm still waiting for the Reaver, which I know most Protoss players out there are, but I just really want to see the Reaver.
That would be awesome. That and the old carriers that actually could get built.
Well,
used.
not everything about the old, because the old carriers required you to manually rebuild your interceptors.
Oh, well, forget that. Of course not. No, it has to be done automatically. That would require quite
that would
a bit
be
of
too
micro.
skill required.
Yeah, but no, definitely.
Let's go back to the old 12-unit max. Let's do it.
All right, we see here Robo is starting to accumulate
a lot of roaches.
Roaches, or I'm sorry, roaches outside of his base.
Roaches for days.
My goodness. But I think Robo is outnumbered in this particular battle.
Ooh, nice transfusion use with the
I mean, he has the queens right there in the battle. Two
It's
queens.
still too many.
Yeah, that's not going to make it. I think he should have pulled back before it was too late.
Well, with the no creep here, that would have been really hard to do. He's focusing down the queens, too. Probably a good choice.
Well, it was definitely a good choice.
Now, the upgrades are in favor of future. However, it doesn't really affect anything because there's no zerglings in that.
But we have
a Nidus worm.
Oh, good. Now, I love the fact... no, wait, that's LOTV, that they cannot get damaged while they're being built, right?
Yeah, which I don't think is too bad, because the Nidus worms are usually pretty useless in online play against anyone who actually looks out for them.
And they're very weak in LOTV, apparently.
Yeah, which I guess is pretty much the standard.
And I don't understand the inability of someone to destroy it while it's being built. What other unit could possibly not be damaged from an attack while it's being built? I mean, that doesn't make sense.
Well, no unit for really any race can be damaged while it's being attacked. It's only the structure that's building it.
Ooh,
technically.
He got a really
killed
good
it.
hit
Oh, and he locked them all back. Ouch.
Now, he
That
loses
evens things
them
up a
while
little
they're
bit.
inside, correct?
No.
Okay, they're automatically saved.
Well, because they still got the Nidus network back here.
Okay.
Right here.
So they're popping out.
But those ones that didn't make it was a pretty good pick-off.
And whoever created that Nidus network, well, actually, it's not a network any longer, is it?
Nice worm.
Nidus worm. Whoever created that really has this sick imagination. If you want to go focus in on that.
Oh, you mean the one who actually added it to the game?
Yeah, the actual design of the item.
I mean, it's eating your units.
Well,
and then throwing them
that's
up.
not what it looks like, but we'll just leave it at that.
It's not what it looks like.
Not what it looks like, but that's good. That's a good way to put it.
That's the good way, is that it eats
Put
it eats all your units and then throws them back out.
Now, being a ZVZ to burrow, excuse me, doesn't seem to be as useful as it would be against like a Terran or even a Protoss.
Why would you say that?
Well, because they got the Overseers on both sides. They're very identical. Of course, they don't know that.
Do they have the Overseer on both sides?
And Robo is
Do you
quite
see an
ahead.
Overseer right here? No.
I thought I saw one flying around.
Well, maybe, but not right here, and that's the important part, because he's
Yes.
getting right past it.
You know what? I'm not seeing any Overseers on the part of future.
Units.
Do you think he'll build any in the future?
He has no Overseers.
I did it again. Did you hear that?
He has one Overseer.
He does.
I heard you. But the question is, where is it? Uh-oh. He's going to deny that expansion.
Mm-hmm. He's going in there to tap that one. Now, is he going to pull his roach? Oh, no, he's going to try to intercept them before they get to his secondary.
He should be.
He's not going to make that.
Well, that's his third. But, yeah, no, it's going to die.
Now, he's not sending any guys around the other side, but as they trail, he is able to take off a few.
Now, even with that lost expansion, he still is in an economy lead over Future, because Future never had that base in the first place. So he didn't get any mining time off of it.
That's true. That's a good point. Now, they both have... Oh, no, I'm sorry. My fault. The Blue is rebuilding... Excuse me, Robo is rebuilding his third already. And Future has been denied a third, but he
really hasn't even tried a whole lot. But yeah, I mean, the fact that he didn't get the mining time period is still...
It looks like Robo is dominating the map at this point.
Yeah, he's definitely got more map vision.
And there's no spore colony, no spore colonies, no ability to really defend against the Overseers. Of course, he's not going to waste too much time or money on that. He's on the low side. look at Robo's bank. My goodness.
Oh, man.
That's a nice bank to be.
Now, I'm going to go ahead and throw this. For those of you who are familiar with some of the LOTV stuff, in this engagement, what do you think would be a good unit to get?
Ooh,
for
me.
LOTV? What?
Oh, wait, no, I thought you were talking about this game. You added the LOTV.
No, in this match.
I was thinking
if this were an
game,
LOTV
but-
match and this were happening right now, what unit would you think would be a good addition to throw into this mix?
It's Zerg, I have no idea.
That's true. Flying
Now,
Foremost.
that was impressive. Future really caused some damage to
She did
Robo
push that
there.
back a bit, yeah.
But notice that
Robo still has a way
Robo
higher
is
supply.
already at his max
His
supply.
economy, though. I mean, he's got pretty much this whole side of the map covered.
Yeah, that speaks danger to Future. I wonder if now that they both see they have virtually an identical build order. Oh,
Nope.
and there we go. Robo takes the game, and there's the GG. First game of best of 3, and we will be back. Welcome back, guys. We have game 2, semifinals between these two players, and we will introduce them now with the lower left-hand corner.
We will introduce them now.
Well, in the lower left-hand corner, we have the blue Zerg Robo.
RoboTazRise. And in the upper left-hand corner, we have the pink Zerg Future, otherwise known as Midnight.
Midnight on the brackets. Now, last game, in case you're just tuning in, Robo took it. I wouldn't say it was handily. Future gave the GG. How much time was that? It was probably in about the
It was 18 minutes.
18-minute
The game
mark.
lasted 18 minutes.
All right. They were both played almost identically in every way, up to the point of the Overseers and their speed in which they were able to build their supply. Let's see how this game goes, see if they'll match out. Now, this game, you could spawn in 4 different places, even though it's a 1v1 map. So why do you think that is?
Because you don't know where they spawn. It's not a forced cross spawn, obviously.
Obviously.
And it's not a forced same spawn as far as I'm aware. So it just helps mix things up because you don't know if they spawned there or there or there.
That's correct. However, it appears as though they are both going directly toward one another.
Then maybe I'm wrong and it is a forced spawn. But, I don't know. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's interesting how they work.
well, actually, no. His is going across.
Is he?
Yeah.
Are they going to see one another so Pink knows to go the other direction?
Nope, he's not going to see it. Nope.
And the other guy, did Robo see him coming?
Nah, he
No,
wouldn't
he
have.
didn't. But Robo's going to be the fortunate one in that he is probably going to see his base first.
Oh, yeah, he will.
We got
He's
the
going-
early expansion, too.
But he's also going to see. Thing is this Overlord is pretty much definitely going to see it.
And there they come, just crossing their paths. And both of them have, again, thrown down their expos at the same time.
Oh, yeah, he sees it now.
Both on their naturals. Let's see, I'm kind of hoping they spruce it up a little since they were so closely
It was
matched.
just mass roaches, yeah.
It was really kind of funny how closely they mirrored one another. It was almost like you could just stay and watch one player the whole time
And you
until
could
it got
see
toward
both.
the end. Oh, then the Nidus Worm. That was
Yeah, that was
yeah. Future gave a Nidus Worm in Robo space and did a little damage, but not as much as he had hoped. So we got the spawn pools going down on Robo's not expansion, on his main, and the same
Not
with
spawning
Future.
going down on Future. I mean, in this early of a game, though, it's really not that uncommon for two Zergs to have the same build. I
No,
mean,
of course not.
It's an opener, so.
Now, it is uncommon for the Zerg to get a large buildup in minerals at this point. Well, I guess we can't call that large because they're taking it out pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Now, you think they'll... I wonder if one of them will choose a much more offensive maneuver with the Zerglings at this point. I don't see a lot going down, so it looks like they're just going to use it as a harassment tool like they did previously.
Well, they didn't really use it as a harassment tool. It was really just a scouting method. And it looks like it's the same thing this time because he doesn't have any early Zerglings, and he's Future is getting metabolic boost, so Zergling wings probably just going to be scouting with them because I still see I see 2 Zerglings being produced. So unless something changes in that build, it's really just going to be for scouting.
And both players really focused on the roaches. I don't think they got anything other than Zerglings, Speedlings, and roaches on those games.
Yeah. No, they really didn't.
When it comes to the
Obviously
offensive players.
Queens, but
Well, Queens and those, even they're more of a defensive, I would think.
Yeah, and I mean they're pretty much a requirement for a Zerg player to have because of the spawn larva ability.
And as I recall, I think Robo actually sent one of his Queens out to Future's base. Lost it, but he did send it out as an offensive, but which I think is quite odd without.
He had two
creep.
towards the middle of the map as a.
Well, didn't he lose one at the base? Kind of like, well, no, not
No,
like
he
this.
didn't lose any until the roaches moved out across the map.
Excuse me.
Is he gonna get? Yeah, he's gonna get the Overlord.
Yeah, there's things not
Evo
going to
Chamber
escape.
and a Roach Warren again. And
he's
Evo
upgraded.
Chamber on the Roach Warren again. Is pretty much the same thing.
Now, does it appear that Future has gotten the upgrade for Speedlings before Robo has? Is that what has happened? He did. He did. He beat him at that. That is.
No, before it was the same thing. Only Robo never got it at all. He just didn't get it. He
Didn't need it.
Yeah.
Apparently, but we'll see how that works out in this game.
And here is the 2 scout, most likely. I mean, they're not even going to make it in if they try to go in, though.
Now, one thing that I think Robo had over Future as well is he had a lot more creep than Future did. Now, I wonder if Future is going to try to change this. Now, we see the creep expanding a little bit more to be able to see Future's Speedlings out there, and they're going to lose handily.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't particularly matter whose creep it belongs to. The primary advantage of the creep being yours is the creep tumors provide you with vision.
That's true. That's a good
So
point.
you can get the vision on it.
Now, if you've got creep there, then you've got vision there, correct? But the tumor...
The tumor is what
expands.
actually gives the vision.
That's right.
So if the tumor dies and there's still creep left over, you will not have any vision there.
And they're invisible to the other player. There's your other invisibles.
Yeah,
But
that's true.
we-
Well, those are technically burrowed, though.
Are they really? They don't look burrowed. But I
Yeah,
can see why you'd say that.
I mean, I think their thing actually says, like, when you're in the game, the effect says burrowed or something.
Now here we got Robo is sending out the first group of Speedlings, and Future is playing it
And
conservatively.
they're both doing the same thing again.
At least he didn't send, although that doesn't
He
really
is drawing them into
serve-
the roaches, though. Oh, he didn't even lose a single circling, I don't think.
Ooh, and now he's piling up.
You know, I'm thinking what might be a really good idea is switching these things to banelings. Well, no, because roaches absorb banelings really well.
That's true. That's true. And he's really playing it conservatively. Future is that is. That was creative. Now, what are they doing over there? He got Robo to back off. Is he going to back up? No, he's splitting him up, doing a micro there.
Now, these overlords can see him, so... Now, the upgrades are going to be done at pretty much the exact same time.
Look at that. Look at that.
Only difference, again, is that Future has gotten an extra.
Carapace upgrade.
And I do not believe that is one that Robo has gone for. I know it's not being produced right now.
Now, in the last game, Future lagged quite a bit behind Robo in production. They look, this time, like they are neck and neck, but the supply, not supply, yeah, I think it's supply. The supply for Future is actually higher.
No, that can't
That's
be what
a
you're talking
difference.
about because it's not. 107 to 108. That's a supply max.
Supply max, yes, sorry, thank you. I just forgot a word. I do that a lot, though. They're both playing it quite
I
conservatively.
think really the part where it'll see who wins is when it comes to the engagement, the micro, and how they're positioning.
And this time, Future has decided to take a more offensive approach. The spore, not spore, the spiky thing. What's
Spine crawler.
Spine crawler, thank you, is
It's
out
not
and
gonna do
ready,
anything
but
much.
it's
Well,
apparently
actually, it's stay alive, so
they're
it's,
ignoring it. So that was
oof,
probably
and that
a
is a
bad
great
idea.
surround. However, those Zerglings are kind of getting wrecked.
And well, he did a great
with
job
the
on his
extra upgrade.
economy, but it's
Actually,
not
I
going to
think-
do a lot.
Actually, Blue actually kept up. I couldn't tell.
He did.
That was pretty back and forth. I wasn't sure which one had that. The Zerglings kind of got wrecked, but the positioning was really good for those roaches on the surround.
Now, I think the spine crawler got a really good beat. I think he at least got 5 of those speedlings. I'm curious.
Yeah.
Would you? Oh no.
Well, I can't check because the spine collar's dead.
Oh, that's right. Yes, you're right. I was thinking it survived.
No, it is long gone. So Robo has decided to back off, which It's probably a better choice, but more upgrades on the way for both players. Those are different upgrades. Carapace and missile attacks. Gotcha.
And Future did a great job at microing as opposed to the last time. He kept up on his main's production levels while fighting off-site.
Now, I think that's the primary thing that Future has to his advantage right now is although his supply is lower, his upgrades in research currently are far higher. He's got 1-1 complete, and he's got 2-2 almost complete, while there's only 2 for Robo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see. He doesn't appear to be going towards his carapace at all.
The economy is still in Robo's advantage, though, as he's been mining off this third for quite a while now, and this third isn't even complete yet for Future.
I didn't see him making that mistake in the previous game. I wonder if his more extreme level of attack caused him to kind of forget about it, get distracted. It's one of the most difficult things as you're learning to play StarCraft. Not that he's just learning, he definitely is an advanced player, is to keep a lookout at all things.
Right.
He is handily taking over that area, which basically having no creep is going to hurt him too.
Yeah, because it'll slow down his speed, but he's got some good banelings mixed in there, and that army is currently looking very menacing.
Mm-hmm.
Especially versus this one.
Well, like you said before, it doesn't do a whole lot against roaches, but if those...
it'll still deal extra damage, though, and it'll soften them up.
I'm kind of surprised he didn't choose to go both
he's starting
directions.
to get the splits. That was nice. Oh, but the banelings...
Splash damage
Ow.
against Robo's own guys was devastating to him. I think Future's going to be able to fight back
Future should be
this
able
one.
to overtake this. Mm-hmm. Especially with his positioning. His splitting was very good in preparation. And he's actually kind of trying to blind his opponent with the overlords.
That's a great strategy. But he didn't do it. Even with the upgrades, I find that really surprising.
Wow, 2-2 versus 2, and he's
the Banelings did far better.
And there's what I can tell is supposed to be a GG, well played, and Robo moves on to the finals. Alright, guys, we are now into the final matchup on the LOTV mod. In case you don't know what this is, we are playing Legacy of the Void, Economy, and pretty much everything else. I mean, all the new units, everything. On an old map, this one is Overgrowth LE. Anyways, in the upper right-hand corner, we have the pink Protoss, Soul.
Woohoo! And in the lower left-hand corner, we have the blue Zerg, again, RoboTazRise.
Now, I'm guessing... Now, we've seen both of these players. So, I am guessing that RoboTaz looks like he's going to do pretty much the same thing as do a somewhat early Expo. But where are those new units and economy going to take place? Because, I mean, now that you start with 12 workers, that changes everything and just flips it on its head. So,
oh my, what would we see?
So this... Because that's the thing, is all the builds that you've ever known, just gone.
And different.
No, just gone.
Now, they didn't upgrade. They have the changes in the minerals, correct? Now it's the lower minerals. They haven't updated that to being a mix of the same.
Right, it's
and
still
less.
the old patch from right before this week's patch. Because this week they patched it where half of the minerals would retain the amount that they currently are in Legacy of the Void, and half of them would be an update, would be less. But they're still all less. So it's not completely updated.
And we have a quick scout by Soul all the way already into Robo's base. And he's not doing it to harass, apparently. We have seen Soul play, and Soul took advantage of a proxy pylon in each of those games. But we don't see that happening this game. But he did have the early scout, but Robo didn't have much yet, except for...
Right. Now, Midnight SC2, yeah, we'll have the replays all on YouTube, on our channel, VipertechGaming. That's just the name of it. Or it might be VipertechGaming Tournaments. Yeah, it's VipertechGaming Space Tournaments is the YouTube channel. So if you go check that out, I don't remember why I chose that. But either way, all the replays will be uploaded there as quickly as possible.
All right, we already have an early harass by Robo up on the Nexus for Soul, but Soul was ready with a Zealot, and he's got his upgrade going for his gateways. See if he'll remember to keep chronoing them. Now remember, this is LOTV again, so well, just like it. It should be interesting to see how these two go against each other under such different circumstances. I guess it depends how many times they've played this matchup, correct, Viper?
They played this matchup? You mean a PVZ?
No, PVZ on the LOTV. That's just too many letters.
Yes, this is definitely one of the first ones we've done here. We've got a lot of gateways going down here. One of the new luxuries of the economy is being able to get that many gateways this early.
That's true. Now, an Artanis pylon is... Artanis, correct?
Artosis.
Artosis, that's it.
Artosis pylon. Artanis pylon. That is one super pylon.
That's right. That would be awesome to see. Maybe that's what they'll do in LOTV.
Its range is the whole map. Powers everything.
Oh, a whole bunch of spore crawlers going down there. Was that 4 right in a row that he had going down?
Spine crawlers, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, did I say spore? Spine crawlers. I keep mixing those two up.
See, this early press rate is going to be a lot more powerful for Protoss now. Are we going to see any Ravagers? Or, I mean... so far, no new units yet, but we'll see.
Crawlers. Oh, yeah, he's definitely outmatched.
Yeah, I mean, Zealot's not Zergling, sorry.
He's got the proxy pylon going there, just as per the standard.
Oh, the Zergling is actually denying that expansion for a little while on hold.
That is so rude, I think, but awesome, but rude.
It's a good idea, yeah. And I noticed how when he brought the probe back, he put it here, right here, so it would block any other Zerglings incoming.
Very nice, very good.
He's got quite the Zealot build coming up. Those Zerglings are actually getting ready to move out, so hopefully they don't start attacking the Zealots while they're doing that.
Now, that's a strange place to take down the wall. I'm not really sure.
Faster moving.
It doesn't look like it would be all that much faster.
Yeah, these Zerglings should be able to get around the Zealots pretty easily with their slow speed.
I mean, he's actually going to push those Zerglings around to see his proxy pylon. So that kind of was a fail.
And the proxy is not going to get done in time. Oh, and I noticed he did a sentry, so he could try to force field, but now it looks like it's actually going to hurt him that he opened that up, because it'll allow him to go back.
Yeah, I'm not sure that was well thought out.
Oh, nice force field
nice
there.
use by the sentry, but obviously we can see the speedlings going and taking his other proxy pylon.
That could be some pretty dangerous moves if he moves up there, though. Yeah, I think it's a better choice that he just brings these back.
I think Future saw what he was going to do, but he's much slower than the Zergling right now. Oh, my goodness, I didn't even notice Soul is blocked, supply blocked
man,
currently.
He is majorly 53 to 38.
And he's got nothing to answer that Speedling attack.
Not until these Zealots come up here, which by then it may be too late. Well, with the force field... He's not.
He canceled it, but he would have lost it if he didn't. So it was a good choice.
Force field it. Force field him there.
He did. He's got it.
Actually, he didn't need to force field it. Oh, nice surround there.
That might outlast it. Oh, that wasn't okay. It was another pylon.
Yeah, it was just a pylon being built.
You didn't catch that. Nice cancel at the last moment.
Dark Shrine too.
Yeah, but he's already got overseers, does he not?
Units. No, he does not.
No, he does not.
I don't even think he had... Well, yeah, his lair is still building, so there's no way he could.
All right, so he's got to hurry up and go on the offensive, but with all those speedlings
I don't think he should go on the defensive. The speedlings will pass by him.
Oh, I'm sorry, not defensive, offensive.
No, I don't think he should go on the offensive. That's what I'm saying. Because if he moves those Zealots, he's going to be way out of position when these speedlings move in. He needs to force field it.
And he needs that Zealot rush upgrade.
And he keeps making that mistake with those Zerglings, but this time he actually managed to get it past. Oh, nice try.
That was nice how he kind of delayed the run around of those speedlings.
Now, everyone, keep in mind, this is a best out of 5. So it is not a 2 out of 3, it is a best of 5.
And this is the first game in the final matchup. Now, let's get, also, something we haven't said in a while, this tournament, will end in a prize pool of a grand $5.
Yes.
So, yes, the winner of this will be wealthy beyond their wildest dreams with $5. Of course, if they took that to Russia, perhaps, and traded...
Do 5 rubles? 5 Soviet rubles?
No, not 5 rubles. It's they take their $5 and make it, what, 5 million rubles?
5 trillion.
I don't know. One of these guys may be from Russia, so I apologize. Well, not in advance, really after the fact. There's no way reflecting my view of the Russian people by any means just the ruble. So, well, he's got his mothership core out, and I don't think it's going to be enough
But
to
that DT,
save it. If he
That
can
DT
get
is
in
going
there.
it down.
Oh, there it is.
He needs a
yes.
sentry for shields, though.
Oh, no. Is he going to make it? He's got to run all the way from the end.
I don't think
Come
he
on.
is.
I want to see this badly.
Nope.
No, don't do it.
Oh,
no.
He changed directions.
Why did he do that?
31. I don't think he did it on purpose. I think the AI was trying to reposition. Oh, and we got a counter over here, too, with the Zealots attacking the roaches. It's a very nice multitasking here with the save.
A good split with the Zealots, except they're not doing anything over there.
Well, actually, no, a really good split with the roaches, because he keep making the Zealots run like that.
He's going to try to cut him off at the pass,
how many?
holding the Zealots
Now,
back.
he does have Overseers now, so I'm thinking the best bet would probably just to switch the Dark Templars into Archons at this point. Get a couple sentries so that he can block off those the roaches and speedlings. So far, really good micro, looking good. Now that his economy is kind of back up.
Well, if he can get that Dark Templar to stay ahead of the curve, he can use the Zealots to... not Zealots, sentries. He took it. I didn't expect that fast.
Yeah, actually, his economy was majorly behind Robos, so it's probably a better choice anyways. Soon, we will be moving on to Match 2. Stay tuned.
All right, guys, here we go with game number 2 in the finals between two players that are very nicely matched. In the upper right-hand corner, we've got the pink Protoss Soul.
And in the bottom... not corner, we have the blue Zerg, RoboTazRise.
Now, Robo happened to be the winner of the last matchup. We hope to see as good a matchup as we did in the last game towards the finals, which is a best 3 out of 5, right? Yes.
Yes.
That would be
this
correct.
This is match 2. Now, before we continue, what do you see here? How many workers do you see here?
My goodness, I think I see 12.
Yes, we have 12 starting workers because we are playing on the LOTV
I was going to say,
custom mod.
Why would that be?
Because I'm bad.
So yes, but as Viper was saying, we are playing on an LOTV mod. Both players have agreed.
Which includes all of the units, economy, everything. So the size of the patches are changed. Now, it's not entirely up to date to these last patch notes that they've released this week. But other than that, it is pretty much a carbon copy of what it's supposed to be.
Now, as you may have heard, Blizzard has made a couple of more updates to the map qualities, as in the minerals not being solely lowered, but a mix. These maps contain the previous releases, so all the mineral lines are definitely less. How many was the limit?
I believe it's 1,000 is the current, well, not the current, but the one in this mod, and then 1,500 is the Heart of the Swarm amount.
Okay.
And I don't know, 1,700 for the Geyser is the Legacy of the Void amount.
And of course, as we've seen, since you have 12 workers to begin with, that increased their ability for this startup of the supply max.
Right. Now, I mean, some things that I'd like to see in Legacy of the Void is maybe some new dynamic features on the maps, new types of like collapsibles, or I don't know, or heck, even some sort of 3D aspect with vision. How if a short unit or small unit is behind a structure, how it can't attack something on the other side. Something, I don't know, just little, not necessarily race-specific changes. If you guys have any ideas for what you think would be good in the Legacy of the Void, tell us in the chat.
I would like to see an item, not sure what, but an item that affects each race in a different manner. Maybe gives each a strength that once they come into contact with it, or
right, and you could use it as something from like the Xel'Naga in the lore because they created the races.
There you go. That's
yeah, that would be cool. Now I saw someone's really good idea on Reddit the other day, a post about having in Hearthstone, one of the new Blizzard games, they use a coin currency to unlock, I don't know, new coins or cards and stuff. But he was thinking maybe implement the coins into Starcraft, where you could complete different daily quests or something to get this currency, which you could use to unlock new skins or something for your...
Interesting.
I think they really need to add to the skins because, I mean, as we talked about earlier, you had the Overlord skins and whatnot. They really should have more skins to that. I mean, heck, even I saw this mod, which is a Starcraft. Starcraft's the animation.
Crafts with an S.
Yeah, Starcraft's the animation. It made the structures and units look like that.
Cool. Well, getting back to the game, we see a very similar process for Soul as he had last time. He did not send a proxy out to RoboTaz this time, but he's going nuts on the gateways.
Yeah, this time he's got what, seven warp gates, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 gateways.
I guess he's feeling that the more ground units he had, that perhaps he would have held his
Oh,
own.
and we see the first new good unit of this
Oh,
tournament.
my goodness.
The Ravager.
That is definitely an OP unit for Zerg.
This thing in large numbers can deal massive amounts of damage. The hardest part is trying to land the right mortar shots, but if you land them, they deal tons of damage to light units, or is it armored units? I don't remember.
It does damage to every unit when you're playing against me, which is Protoss.
Oh, it looks like they actually changed that. It only deals damage. It doesn't have different damage for different types of units. It's just solidly 60 damage. Yeah, see, and he tries to land that mortar there. He did miss, but that effect is really cool for the... Are you going to get it this time?
The good thing is, it's for other players, that is the advanced knowledge of where it's going to fall. If it didn't have that...
Right, if you couldn't tell where it would land, it would be impossible to dodge.
Impossible. Or if it was similar to that...
Oh! We were wrong about the no proxy.
He did get the proxy.
Hence the 7 warp gates, and look at all of those stalkers.
Oh,
now, one of the
goodness.
changes in LOTV is that the units take longer to warp in, but they have 200% shields while they're warping in. So that's pretty cool.
That's a good point. I had forgotten
Because
about
although it
that.
takes longer, they're a lot less likely to get killed.
And look at that micro. He's doing a really good job at that.
Ooh, and he almost actually caused friendly fire damage on those mortars. And it looks like this will be cleaned up pretty easily, but still delaying a lot of mining time on that primary.
Now, he's playing it smart with his newly found friend there for the Zerg in that... Oh, I didn't see that coming.
And Soul actually took the GG, which might have been a better idea. I mean, might have... I think he may have been correct because he did lose a lot of units in that conflict.
That's true. That's true. All right, well, we'll see you back in a moment for game number 3.